Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Reddit court for November 2nd, 2023. The time is currently 6 p.m. Central Time, and I am streaming live. This is not a recording. I am streaming live. So, let's get started. Hello, everyone. This is Starshard. I'm live at 6 p.m. on November 2nd. We're gonna look at some Am I the Asshole posts today. We're gonna look at some McMansions, and then we're gonna be done. Also, in case anyone's wondering, my chat's being weird, so I might not be looking at chat very much. Hold on, I just realized I'm still in the wrong thing. Let me put up the judge. There he is. No, my stoosh. I'm actually here. This is not an attempt to have an alibi so I can murder someone. This is not a new shirt. This is an old shirt. We're just back to the pre-Halloween shirts. And hey, we can do some game dole or something before we jump right into it. Let me fire up the old game dole machine here. Oh, I already did game dole for today. We can do guess the game, I guess. Guess the game. WTF. Whatever. Hold on, let me move it over. All right, guess the game. Oh, hold up. What the heck is this? Ooh, so it looks like it has sprites, but it also has this background. Is this like Chrono? Is this like Chrono Cross is 3D, right? This isn't Chrono Trigger. This is, I mean, and it looks futuristic, or at least modern. It's not a fantasy game. Let's see here. I gotta really rebind the keys on that. Trying to mute myself here so I can sneeze properly. Turn the light off. Maybe that's the problem. I have no idea what this could be. I mean, okay, I guess I should take a guess because it doesn't hurt. Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior. Okay, it is not Street Fighter. What the heck is this? There's cards. It's card-based. There's some kind of cat. Is this like a Persona or something? What on earth? It's not Akiba Strip because that's a 3D game. Is this like Shin Megami Tensei? Like one of the early ones? Sure, that one. Oh, it's for DS. Crap. What? Okay, this looks really familiar. Is this not Golden Sun? Is it Golden Sun? Persona, it's not Persona 4 Golden, that's for sure. I wouldn't recognize that. Something with cards, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe, does Yokai Watch have cards? No, that's just got, it's like a monster tamer. Dude, I have no idea. I don't think I've ever played this. What the? 2D action RPG from 2007. Wait a minute, is this a card game or is this a fighting game? No More Heroes? The original? Dude, I don't know. What is this? I've never heard of it. The World Ends With You. Oh, I was close with No More Heroes, but again, I've never played that one. Emmykins loves Persona 4, we all know. I guess I can do Framed too while I'm here. One Framed, please. Shasha! Oh god, what is this? There's a man on a horse. Is this the Two Towers? Oh, sorry. Towers. The Lord. There we go. Thank you. It was wrong. No. Oh, there's some individuals. Some individuals hung. I mean, being hanged. What is this? What the heck? It looks old, but also it's a period piece. Is this the Banshees of Inishirin? No. It's not. Because they have what appear to be telegraph wires and an old car. So it can't be that old. You're thinking like cowboy times. It's a little too green for that though. Oh. Oh, okay. It's is this Fury? The one with the tank? Yeah, okay. It's the one with the tank. Got it. Yeah, Emmy's let's take a quick moment of silence for Emmy, who has been sick ever since she went to South Dakota to go see Halloween. Even though I told her not to do that. Anyway, that's the end of the moment of silence. All right, let's get started with some Reddit court. We're here on r/Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my son that village you wanted doesn't exist since you burnt it to the ground? This is a Minecraft related Am I the Asshole? This is a bit complicated. I am a stepmom to 5 wonderful kids. I became their stepmom when the oldest was 9. I adopted all of them but one, and that is Nick. He never wanted me to be his mom, which is fine. The moment he turned 18, he made it very clear he doesn't care about me at all. I mean, okay. I wasn't invited to his wedding, any holidays, and so on if he was hosting. My last straw was when he told me that he will come to Christmas that I was hosting if I left. He will come to Christmas that I was hosting if I left. What the fuck, dude? We are very low contact. What does he have? I mean, people, I get that people can be petty and weird, but she must have done something. Along with that, he's blown up every sibling relationship. Oh, he's just an asshole. I got it. He has 2 girls now, and he called me up. This was a surprise, and we started talking. After a while, he started complaining about not getting help at all to raise his kids. He asked me to watch them on Sunday and step up as a grandparent. Oh boy. I told him the reason the village doesn't... See, this is such a stupid metaphor. I told him the reason the village doesn't exist to raise his kids, because as you know, it takes a village to raise a kid, is due to him burning that village down. Like, no, that's fucking stupid. Just be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Go fuck yourself, asshole. She got stuck in the dryer once and he wouldn't help. I saw that video. Yeah. This is a... Okay. We have to reorient our expectations for these posts, chat. I was thinking about this today. Because so often I just look at a post and I say, this is fake, this is bait, next post. I think we need to start looking at these for what they are. Let's assume they're true. We won't give the person the satisfaction of saying, oh, you're such a great person, because this is a fake internet person anyway. But we'll say, okay, let's assume this is a real situation. It'll be like Letters to Penthouse. Okay, you had a threesome and it was awesome, but now your girlfriend is just totally obsessed with having more and more and bringing more women into the equation. Am I the asshole? Anyway, okay, real situation here. Yeah, this is pretty low stakes. Like, you're not required as a grandparent to watch your grandkids. And I think maybe that was the case years ago when kids were just dropping dead left and right, and everybody had to work in the fields, and the only person that could actually watch the kids was some little old lady. What does this have to do with MC? Nothing. Oh, because because he burned the village down. The villages are a thing in Minecraft, and now he doesn't get to have the village because he killed all the villagers and burned it down. But it's just a metaphor. It's a metaphorical village. All right, Tasumaga, hello. Welcome. Hello to all my friends in Germany. The many that I have that watch this stream. Am I the asshole for abandoning my daughter on vacation? Well, that depends on where you abandon her. My wife and I have always dreamed of celebrating our 40th anniversary with a luxurious vacation. A Disney cruise. Just the 2 of us, and literally everybody else that's on vacation on the cruise. We had it all planned out for years now, and we're excited beyond words. Enter our adult daughter, Jane. Jane and her husband got wind of our plans and promptly invited themselves and their 2 children, 9F, 5M. That's irrelevant. I originally put my foot down and told them this trip was just for us, which upset her some. But my wife has a hard time saying no to Jane, and she's the youngest of our children and our only daughter, and she didn't want to hurt her feelings. So she reluctantly agreed to let them join. I wasn't thrilled about it at the time, but I wanted to make my family happy, and I knew my wife was also okay with the idea of a family, in quotes, trip. Even if she was heartbroken, we wouldn't get our romantic trip. We went along with it. The place we were originally going was not child-friendly, so we changed course and decided on an all-inclusive, family-friendly resort. The aforementioned Disney Resort in Orlando, Florida. We paid for the resort and our grandchildren's plane tickets. Jane and her husband only had to pay for their own airfare. I mean, why? At that point, like, what difference does it make? Tasumago wants to know if I've seen the video where a Karen freaks out on the train in New York City because 2 people are speaking German. No, I have not. That sounds amazing. Guten Tag. Ah, speak English. This is America. Speak American. Like, what the? It's New York City, man. What are you doing? Where were we? Here's where things get complicated. As the vacation got closer, I started having a change of heart. You know what video I did see, though? I'm just gonna stay on this tangent, actually. I saw the video of the lady who was talking about drinking the charged lemonade from Panera Bread. She's sitting in her car with the lemonade and she's recording and she has to constantly keep restarting because she's bouncing all over the place. It's great. Very funny. Okay. I started having a change of heart. I realized that our 40th anniversary was a once-in-a-lifetime milestone. Let's do it again next year, whatever. And I wanted to honor it in a way that was true to our original plans. My wife and I might not be able to afford a trip like this again for quite some time, and it's something we always wanted to do. You know what? I'm already on the side of asshole here. This guy's got 3 kids, and he's going on an incredible trip, and he's only, what, like maybe 60? I feel like you should have more money at that point in your life. You should just be able to retire and do whatever, but I mean, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't like going on trips. We've talked about this. So without consulting anyone, I switched our tickets last minute to go to the romantic destination, Cincinnati, Ohio, that my wife and I had originally planned for. I did not tell Jane or her husband. I didn't even tell my wife until the day before our flight left, which was a day before Jane's flight left for their vacation. It wasn't an easy decision, and I feel guilty about it, but I wanted our 40th anniversary to be special, to be the special, intimate celebration we had always hoped for. We called Jane after we landed to tell her, and she was extremely upset, to say the least. She seemed of the idea that we were going to look after our grandkids so she and her husband could have alone time, and now that I abandoned her, they would have to do it all themselves. This seems like a pretty common trope here in Am I the Asshole? I hung up on them when my son-in-law started shouting, and my wife and I enjoyed the rest of our trip. They came back the same day we did, but have not answered any of our texts, and Jane seems to be ignoring me. Why do you, I mean, you don't have to text him. My wife told me she vastly preferred our trip to the family trip we would have taken, but she still doesn't like how Jane is mad at us and wants me to apologize. I'm not sure I want to after learning Jane and her husband were using us for free babysitting and a free trip, but I feel like I should just to keep the peace. Am I the asshole for changing our trip destination last minute and leaving Jane and her family to fend for themselves? All right, Tasumaga has linked the video. We could probably we could maybe watch that. Let's see here. Woman humiliates partner while harassing tourist on train. Woman harasses tourist on train, embarrasses partner. Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. I don't know. I feel like this would be way too cringe. I don't know if I can watch it on stream. Just because whenever I watch videos like that, I get this like awful secondhand embarrassment. Maybe I'll watch it later. We'll see. Okay, we don't need to look at the comments here. Obviously not the asshole. I mean, I'm gonna go with the consensus here. Although, I don't know, switching the tickets last minute is kind of a, I don't want to say asshole thing to do, but if everybody has made the plans, including your wife, and at the last minute, like, surprise, we're actually going to the better vacation. It's like, you could have just cut the whole thing out here and been like, no, you can't come on our 40th wedding anniversary vacation with us. What is wrong with you? And then obviously OP's wife is a pushover. So whatever, let's go to the next one. These are too easy. We need some wedding dress ones. Am I the asshole for making my oldest pay back a $3,000 dress? What is it made out of, gold? What are they putting in these dresses? My oldest, Bethany, 16, has a step-sibling, Maria, 14, almost 15. It is time for their quinceañera. Bethany and I are white, while my husband and Maria are Mexican descent. They have been in each other's life since they were 6 and 7, and overall their relationship is good until recently. Maria quinceañera is coming up, and my husband and his ex-wife took her to get her dress. The dress and alliterations the dress and alterations came to around $3,000. Holy cow, chat. My daughter has been very jealous of the whole party. I've informed her it's part of the culture, just like when she had a huge Sweet 16 party with her friends. Yeah, that's basically the deal, right? I spent more time with her to try to make her feel better about it and got her own much cheaper dress for the party. The party's supposed to be in 2 weeks, but my daughter, after an argument with Maria about the TV, she scribbled Sharpie all of the expensive dress and ripped the back. Holy, don't do that. Okay, that explains. I mean, still, $3,000 dress. The short story, everyone was pissed. I gave money to my husband and his ex to try to get a new dress ASAP. I informed my daughter she will need to get a job and pay back the full price of the dress as punishment. We got in a huge argument over it, and the whole situation isn't fair that I am choosing Maria and being a huge jerk. Am I being a huge jerk? No question mark. Obviously not. I mean, she destroyed someone's property. She should pay for it. That's how it works in the real world, theoretically. That's how it should work. But we live in America where you can just... It's a civil matter, I guess. Maria needs to sue her stepsister. Yeah, no, not the asshole. Too easy. Not even a wedding dress. Am I the asshole for canceling my birthday party because my parents cut my sister a slice of my custom-made cake the night before my party when she cried for it? All right, let's find out. You're the asshole for saying my a lot. Oh, God. One of these. My sister, 11F, is the miracle golden child. Come on, OP. You don't have to say that. You're editorializing, all right? Just say, my sister, 11F. Like, you cut out all this crap. She always gets what she wants whenever she wants. My parents are always trying to please her and make her happy. Blah, bitty, blah, bitty, blue, blue. Nobody cares. Just give us the facts. They always make a big effort on her birthday and do whatever she asks for, but they can barely remember mine. Yeah, okay. And they're always conveniently broke. Oh my God. This year I wanted to enjoy my birthday, so I babysat and even mowed lawns to make this possible. My birthday was a few days ago and the party was scheduled for the day after. I've been planning for weeks and invited all my friends. I bought the food, snacks, and drinks and picked up my custom-made cake, which I was really excited about. It was just perfect. The night before the party, I noticed that my cake, which was in the fridge, had a huge slice missing. When I asked my dad, he shrugged and nonchalantly said my sister was crying for it and it was just a small piece. My friends wouldn't notice. It's a piece missing from a cake. Everyone's gonna notice. I yelled at him, asking him why he would do something like that when it wasn't even bought with his money and that my sister could have waited for tomorrow. This made him angry. And he went on a tirade about how I think I'm an adult because of my stupid party, implying at the fact that I did everything myself and blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. No, you're the asshole. Just because of the way that you typed this out. Obviously, you shouldn't eat people's cakes, but you also shouldn't tell stupid stories. Am I the asshole for telling my parents that if they give my brother money, I will stop giving them money? Oh, it's one of these. My brother's a total fuck up his whole life. Oh, here we go. My F32 brother, 35, is trash. He has multiple baby mamas and is a deadbeat. He also is the apple of my mom's eye. He can do no wrong and is just misunderstood. Yeah, okay. My parents are retired and on a fixed budget. I do well for myself and I help them out. I give them maybe $500 a month. Why? Why? Where are you getting Give me $500. Buy 100 gift subs. Come on. That'll go farther than helping your parents out. I can guarantee you that much. Every once in a while, I will give them extra for unexpected expenses. No questions asked. My mom asked me for $2,000. I sent it to her. Strangely enough, I ran into my brother at a family wedding. I've been told he could not afford to attend because it was a destination wedding. Weird. Funny story, he actually missed the wedding because he hooked up with some rando on an excursion. Okay, get the fuck out of here. I know I said we were going to read these. Oh, come on, chat. I can't. They gotta at least try to make them sound real, you know? Am I the asshole for going through my friend's closet to find my wedding dress? Oh, here we go. Finally, a wedding dress. Hey, buddy. Guys. Look who's here. You want to be on camera? You want to turn around? Look. Hey. Oh, hello. Over here. Look at the camera. There you go. He's looking at, there we go. He's looking at the camera now. Well, he's a little too close. Amikins wants to know how many I've skipped. Not nearly enough. We got to start skipping more of these if we want to get to the good ones. Okay, 2 years ago, my husband and I were doing some renovations to our house. I didn't want my wedding dress to get damaged or lost in the process, which, considering we did lose a few things during the renovation, I was right to be concerned. There goes Amikins coughing. My friend offered to keep it in her closet until the renovations were done. After we finished the renovations, I asked my friend for the dress back. She kept saying she'd get back to me. I kept asking if she'd make up excuses. Oh, I kept asking and she'd make up excuses. I found it weird. Now my sister's getting married and she wanted to wear the dress. This was our mother's dress and we always agreed we'd each wear it. I told my friend I need it back. She claimed she couldn't find it. I was perplexed because how does it just get up and walk away? She apologized and offered to pay me the cost of the dress, which I turned down because it wasn't about money. The dress was sentimental and I felt terrible my sister couldn't wear it. My friend and her husband went away conveniently. I was there to water their plants and feed their dogs. I decided to go look myself. The closet was very cluttered. I eventually found the dress. I can totally believe that she missed it where it was and she wasn't being malicious in the slightest. The box was tucked behind a few larger ones containing seasonal clothes. I texted her saying I found the dress. Instead of being happy for me, she asked why I rummaged through her closet. I said I just wanted to double check. She told me I had no right to go through her things. I said that because of her clutter, my sister almost didn't get to wear a dress she always dreamed of. My friend told me I could have asked her to look again, but I pointed out it took 2 years for her to even look in the first place. Okay, here's what I would have done, chat. I simply would not have said anything. I would have got the dress, and then I would have given it to my sister. And nobody needed to say anything about anything. Problem solved. Friend obviously misplaced it, can't find it. It's no longer their concern. But yeah, this is not obvious. I mean, you shouldn't go through other people's stuff. That's kind of weird. You maybe should have asked before you did. I don't know. This is a weird one. What is up with people who they get things from people and then when asked for it back, they're like, that's too hard. Like, what do you, if it was too hard, why do you take it in the first place? Jeez. Also, way to have like a big enough closet you can actually lose things in there. Must be nice. I'm imagining the walk-in closet from House Party, which actually isn't that big. I don't think you could lose anything in there. Am I the asshole for explaining to a man who refused to mind his business what happens in graphic detail, what happens if I drink regular cow's milk in my latte? So what? I drink milk, I'm lactose intolerant, so I have to poop real bad. What do you mean? Why in graphic detail? I don't even want to read that one. Am I the asshole for telling my in-laws it was on them to explain to their guests why there weren't any places for them at my wedding reception? More like outlaws, am I right? I think the title has all the information. It really doesn't. I married my husband last weekend after about a year of planning. The ceremony went off perfectly, even with kids in the church. Ugh. Oh boy, okay. The formal photos weren't delayed. No one got drunk and wrecked anything. No one insisted on bringing their emotional support goat. The only hitch was that my in-laws invited about 10 extra people without telling us. Not relatives or anything, just friends of theirs we did not invite since we don't know them. I did not notice them at the ceremony, and it wasn't until the reception that there were issues. There was no seating for them. Our best man and groomsmen found a folding table and chairs for them to sit at. There was food. We went with a buffet. But since we sent the tables to eat by number and they didn't have a number, they were sent last after everything had been picked over. My in-laws were embarrassed that their friends were being treated that way. I very politely asked them what they expected when they invited people without telling the people planning and paying for the wedding. They said we needed to go apologize for their treatment. I said I would, but I would also explain that they had not actually been invited. If they wanted their guests told anything else, then they had to go explain. They are upset with me. My husband has my back 100%. Whoa, that's a first. I think I could have been more gracious, but I also think it should not have fallen on us to deal with it. Yeah, how, what, do people not know how wedding receptions work? Does it, like, no one's heard of RSVP? No one's heard of a +1? Yeah, guess what? If only 100 people are coming, and then 110 people show up, you only have food for 100 people. I guess you get what's left at the end. What the heck, man? Get a free party. This is the... No, not the asshole. Dude, how did this get upvoted so high? There's nothing interesting here. Oh, here we go. Yes. Am I the asshole for outshining the bride? One of my favorite tropes here on Am I the Asshole? So I, 27F, am a black African woman. I'm living and working in Germany. Ooh, Tasumaga. There you go. For a fixed period on secondment. I don't know what that means. While here, I became quite friendly with a colleague, 60F, and she invited me to her daughter's wedding. I was excited as I've never been to a white wedding. Okay, that's a weird way to say it, but okay. I asked if there was a dress code / color scheme to adhere to since it wasn't specified on the invite. I was told the code is dress to impress. Bet. Day of the wedding, I understand the assignment. I wear my traditional wear, which is really beautiful and obviously not German. The garment is green, so no problem there. Or so I thought. I get a lot of questions and compliments at the wedding, which I genuinely downplay because it's not my day. My colleague seems colder than usual, but I pay it no mind since she's mother of the bride and could be preoccupied. The bride is downright rude to me, but again, I give her grace. I congratulate her and thank her for including me, and I get a tight... meh, I guess, in response. I keep to the edges of the room as the music isn't really my vibe, and I'm just observing how European weddings work. I leave around 8 after 5 hours and go home before the wedding finishes. Monday, I walked into whispers in the office. People actually strangely and more reserved than usual. People acting strangely, I guess, and more reserved than usual. An office friend pulls me aside and fills me in. Bride's mother is fuming. My outfit was too extravagant. OTT, over the top and inappropriate. I drew attention from the bride and commandeered the room. It was rude. I was rude and disrespectful. She's told people all about it, apparently. I approached mother of the bride and asked to speak, but she says she has nothing to say to me. I ask her why she had something to say to everyone else about me, but not to me. And she calls me an insolent child. I explained to anyone who scolds me that this was my first white people wedding. I specifically asked what to wear and followed the guidelines. Where I'm from, there's no such thing as outshining the bride. Weddings are a fashion show and a chance to wear your best and brightest clothes. They told me this isn't Africa, which was racially coded, and people here have manners. I laughed and told the person to go to hell, so she's telling me people I lack remorse for my behavior. I'm wondering if I really am the asshole, though. The dress inspo I showed to my tailor is now on my profile to help you. Okay, there's a profile. Let's see. How do I look at profiles? Here it is. The dress. Here's the dress. I mean, that looks fine to me. It's a little shiny, but it's nothing that I would go to a wedding and be like, yeah, that's crazy. Okay. All right. I don't know. Yeah, that's, I mean, it kind of sucks because this person was told to dress to impress and then did, and then got in trouble for it. It's not what, yeah, it's not white or red. It was green, she said. Wait, is red also? How many fucking colors can you not wear now? You can't wear white, you can't wear red. Can you wear black? Is black acceptable? All right, Emmykin says you can't wear red because it's considered outshining the bride, which I guess is an actual thing. Okay, am I the asshole for audibly saying bruh when my sister announced she was pregnant again? Oh man, that's what I did when my sister said she was pregnant again. Hello, I'm F16, a younger sister to Lori, 26F. Me and Lori have never been close since we had different dads. I was an affair baby. Ooh, yikes. She's always resented me for ruining her family, but whatever. Lori has 6 kids. Yes, 6. Twin boys Beck and Joe, named after the characters from Victorious, presumably. Is there a Joe in Victorious? Emmykins, thumbs up if yes. There's no thumbs up. I don't think there's a Joe. There is a Beck, though. Who are 7, planned. A girl, Liliana, who's 6, unplanned, named after the planewalker from Magic the Gathering. Another girl, Angel, who's 5, planned. Another boy, Keith, who's 2, planned. And another baby boy, Carl, who's 9 months, not planned. Despite the fact that Lori is incapable of taking care of these kids, 4 of them were actually planned because she knows my pushover mom will give her money and watch the kids. Damn. My mom even quit her job to do so, even turning her work. Wait, hold on. Whoa, her mom cheated on her dad. Okay, I see now. All right. I was like, but if the, like, they're half sisters, but yeah, that makes sense. My mom even quit her job to do so, even turning her workroom into a nursery for Carl, the youngest, who is 9 months. We're pretty well off, but we can't do this forever. I try not to judge and just ignore Lori like she does me, even though when my mom is busy doing something like changing a diaper, I have to step in and help. Especially with the twins, since they're very rough with each other. The twins are 7? I hope they're not changing diapers on the 7-year-olds. I think that's a little bit too old to still be wearing diapers. Rilip, is Rilip here? Can you weigh in on this? Anybody with kids? Tonight at dinner, Lori's boyfriend joined, a father to just Carl, as well as Lori's father, who is okay, this is confusing. I guess this would theoretically be her mom's husband, who she cheated on and then had OP. This wasn't abnormal, so I didn't think anything of it until my sister said she had some exciting news. I wish she'd say something else, but I knew what she was going to say. I'm pregnant, she would say. Everyone went dead silent until I said, bruh. Bruh. Do I have that on the soundboard? Hold on. I might have that. Let's find out. Bruh. I don't think I have bruh. How do I not have bruh? What is this? That's nothing? Wait. Do these not work? Oh, no, that's a different one. All right, whatever. We don't have bruh. I'm sorry, chat. We'll get that on the soundboard. Emmykins did redeem Busta Rhymes, so that's pretty close. I didn't mean to say it out loud, but come on. Lori gave me a death stare, or not all caps, but capitalized death stare, and said if I wanted to say something, I should just say it, so I did. She did. She said, bruh. Lori, this is your 6th child. You know we can't keep supporting you. Without mom, you'd be on the street. Okay, this is a little, pretty well spoken for a 16-year-old. Look at mom. She's so tired. She's always taking care of your kid. This is something someone would write in a script to a movie. My mother then began to cry. She left to go put Carl back to bed since he woke up. It was just me and Lori's father. He began to yell and told me I was a brat and Lori was a great mother. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're 16. You probably shouldn't be on Reddit. You have one of those shitty auto-generated names, because I don't know. Oh, 6 months ago, though. Wait a minute. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. 6 months, but this is from 23 days, so it's obviously not just a throwaway for whatever. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law she wasn't invited due to her weight? Damn, that's cold. We've done plenty of things that are not physically taxing with her, but even the smallest stuff, she ends up on a bench half the day. We went to a small mall half the day on the bench. It was window shopping. She is obese. Her ankles are swollen from her weight. The connection between her weight and not walking far without a break is very obvious. So she's those people that I talk about at Walmart who waddle from their car to the little scooter and then drive around. Post, I will try to keep this short. I have 3 girls. We still like to do girl trips. My son got married to a girl named Beth. Now, before her first kid, she was average weight. After it got a lot worse. Her only kid is 8 years old at this point, and she hasn't lost the weight. It's bad enough that she needs constant breaks walking. I used to like her, and now I don't, due to how she acts. Everywhere we go with her, it's constant complaining that she is tired. The last girl's trip to the mall was spent sitting on a bench half the day since she needed constant break. If you try to leave, she will go on about abandoning her. It's annoying. I invited the girls to go to a farm for pumpkin patch and pick some apples. Emmykins would love going to a pumpkin patch. Maybe we should do something like that. It has big orchards and a ton of walking. We went, it was a great time, and some pictures went on Facebook. I got a call from Beth asking why she wasn't invited. I lied, saying it was just a family trip, and she accused me of lying. I had enough and told her the truth. I told her she wasn't invited due to her weight, that she forces us to stop all the time and it ruins the trips most days since we don't get to do half the stuff. She called me a jerk and hung up. I mean, you could invite her and then just leave her. Why does it matter if she complains? Like, I complain all the time and nobody takes anything I say seriously. And Emmykins, I mean, I've been accused a lot of the time of just making shit up to complain about. But people who know me will know. Emmykins is like constantly coughing. Hold on. All right, she's leaving now. I'm kicking her out. I only complain when something is wrong, and just because things are wrong a lot of the time, you will notice that when nothing is wrong, I don't complain because there's nothing to complain about. I don't just make shit up to complain about. It just so happens that a lot of shit's fucked up, and apparently I'm the only one who notices. Anyway, no, not the asshole. Maybe invite her next time and then just abandon her, so she gets the idea, you know. Am I the asshole? A woman demanded info on my condition, so I asked her extremely personal questions. Oh, okay, this sounds spicy. I-49F was at a state fair yesterday, and this woman near me came over and demanded info about my medical condition. Long story short, I'm paralyzed from roughly the bra band down. I use a power wheelchair and have a service dog. I usually don't mind educating people about paralysis, access issues, and chatting about my dog, but this woman, my dude, she was rude, abrasive, and demanding. She acted like she was entitled to my personal medical history. She didn't even ask politely, just demanded to know how it happened, what the results were, if I tried X, Y, and Z treatments, you name it. She even wanted to know about my sex life. Just seriously, who asked this stuff of a literal stranger? Unfortunate enough to be eating delicious fair food at the table area. That was one sentence that I broke into like 2 half sentences. I just stared at her in shock as my delicious deep fried barbecue got cold. So I smiled as politely as I could manage, and this is where I may have been the asshole. I started to ask her about her last GYN visit. Were the stirrups too high? Did she have to do that awkward shimmy scoot down the table? If the speculum was cold, if the pap smear hurt, the usual. If she felt entitled to my answers, I should be entitled to her answers, right? Well, she threw an absolute fucking fit, started screaming and yelling that I was gross and a pervert, and on and on and on. Rilip says, Your Honor, I moved to retry all previous defendants today on the grounds they didn't have sufficient representation. Rilip, you're too late. Also, should a 7-year-old be in diapers? We were asking that earlier, and you weren't here. Her group tried to calm her down, and one of them told me I should have just been polite and answered her questions. As far as I could tell, this woman wasn't impaired in any way. She didn't have a care or reminder. She was with a group of friends and had been carrying in normally with them until she saw me. I got to the table, asked if the space was free, and set up at the end of the table because my chair fits neatly on the end of one-piece picnic benches. I told the group if she wanted my personal and private medical information, then she should trade info for info. Two of the people called me an asshole when they left, trying to calm down their nearly hysterical friend as they left. She was still screaming and shouting how I was a perv slash cruel slash mean. People were staring at me and I hated it. At the time, I felt good for finally finding a shiny, new, but still broken spine and standing up for myself, so to speak. I was talking to friends last night and they said I was an asshole. I could have politely told her I wasn't gonna tell her. Is this maybe an everybody sucks here? Like, this, obviously this weirdo shouldn't have been asking about this woman's condition. But I think at that point you just say, look, I'm not gonna give you my whole medical history, man. I'm just trying to enjoy the fair. Like, it sounded like she was just making conversation and just like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to make conversation about, but when you're going around and you have a condition, you kind of got to expect people are going to be curious. I guess the part where she's demanding to know the sex life thing, that's I don't know, man. I mean, everybody sucks here a little bit, but mostly the other lady sucks. Maybe just like tone it down next time and just like ignore, deflect, ignore, roll away in your awesome wheelchair. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that my son will always come before her? That's so fucked up. Oh no. Oh no. Let's read the post before we have any preemptive judgments, any premature judgments on this one. My 32 wife 30F is concerned over our financial situation. Reasonable. I think her concern is misplaced, but I told her my income isn't going to change anytime soon, so I asked her what we wanted to do about it. She suggested that when my son, she is his stepmother, turns 18, we should start charging him a rent. I mean, how old is the son at this point? I mean, he's 32. Assuming he had the kid when he was 18, the kid would be 14 now, so I guess that's not out of the question. I immediately shut down that idea and told her we would have to think of something else because there's no way I'm charging my son to live in our house. She said it was reasonable since I was paying most of his college tuition, but I told her there are alternatives. I suggested we stopped eating out so much because it's $50 to $100 per meal, but she didn't like that idea. Of course she didn't. I suggested other things, which she rejected, so I told her I'm open to suggestions, but my son isn't going to be our source of income. She told me I should think more of her than my son. See, okay, here's my thoughts on this as someone who doesn't have kids. My wife would always definitely be more important than any kids that I would ever have. Because, duh, like, that's pretty fucked up when you think about it. Like, oh, well, my wife was important, but then I have kids, so now they're more important, so she can just go die in a ditch now. That made me a little mad, so I told her my son will always come before her. And so will I. She called me an asshole after that and hasn't talked to me since. Did I overstep? How are we getting not the asshole? I mean, okay. If you want to read between the lines, stepmom doesn't like the son and wants to charge him rent so that he'll move out so she doesn't have to deal with him. That's all that I can think of, and I'm sure that's what the comments will say, not the asshole. If she can't cut out eating so much, there's no way the next step is charge an 18-year-old rent. Is she working? Can she get a better job? She doesn't work. Yeah, all right. Next one. Son seems to have some stamina problems. He should work on that. Well, he's only like 14, as far as we know. Give it some time. You got to build up to that. Am I the asshole for not giving my engagement ring to dead fiance family? Uh-oh. This is fucked up. Wait a minute. Deleted account because my... Wait. Deleted account because my new job friends know my usual account and they... you don't have to give me the fucking everything. Dead fiance named John, and I'll start at the beginning about 4 years. Oh my god, I don't want to read all this. Holy no. No, rewrite this. Give me a TLDR. I'm not reading all this. It's not like the title doesn't draw me in enough to make me want to read a short story about a fake engagement and a wedding ring and stuff. Here we go. Am I the asshole for giving a fake name at Starbucks? No, that's hilarious. I, 22M, thinks this whole thing is ridiculous, but my 21F, my GF21F is really angry at me. So here we go. I don't like giving my real name at places like Starbucks and similar stores where they shout out your name when the order's ready. I can't tell you why. I have a normal, reasonably common name I like fine enough, but for some reason it majorly creeps me out when a barista shouts my name through a room full of strangers. I guess it's just some, at least to me, harmless quirk I have. So whenever I'm at a store where they want your name, I say it's Tom. That's literally the name I use. Nothing inappropriate or outlandish, just plain Tom. I know I am meant when they call it, as I always use the same one, so there's no confusion or anything. They yell Tom, I get my drink / food. It's never been a problem till now. A couple days ago, I was at Starbucks with my new GF and ordered our drinks while she sat down. I gave them my fake name as always, and when her order was ready, they shouted Tom. I went and got it. My GF was a bit confused and asked me if I went and got someone else's order, which is fair enough, so I explained the thing to her and thought that's that, but she got really angry. She says it's really disrespectful to lie like that and that I'm making everybody in the store out to be creeps who will do something bad if they know my name, which is not at all what's happening. I just don't like when they yell my real name, so I found a harmless way to get around that. But she can't see it like that. She thinks I'm a pathological liar who is way too suspicious of everyone, and I need to stop. Wait, oh fuck, was there? Oh man. Rilla, yeah, there is a disrespect. Hold on, let me get the counter up here. I gotta eat a bean. I forgot about that. Da, 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 da. All right, let me eat this bean, and then we'll discuss who the asshole is, chat. These might, hold on, huh? These are still good till April. They're starting to get a little bean funk though. Okay, give me a good one. All right, this is remember all these. Dirty dishwater or birthday cake? Oh, dirty dishwater. Yeah. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they're getting worse and worse. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Karen at Starbucks, for saying it's disrespectful to give a fake name. Like, who cares? Ugh. All right, let's get. I finished my bean. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. All right, what are we looking at here? I don't think I'm hurting anyone, or am I? So yeah, I'm really confused by her reaction, asking myself if I'm the asshole after all. For some reason, I can't comprehend. So Reddit, am I the asshole for giving a fake name? No. Like, it's a little weird. I don't know. Hasumaga says, did I hear Karen? Let's watch the racist Karen now. Okay, we'll watch the racist Karen. Hasumaga seems to think that this video will be hilarious. I'll be the judge of that. At least it's on YouTube. How long is this? This is 5 minutes long, Tasumaga. Come on. All right, we'll try to get to the part with the
You want to call the police on them for having a barbecue on a Sunday.
All right, we go. Okay, here we go. All right, we got to get through the intro here. I wish a Karen would.
Are you German?
Oh boy. There's a lot of there. Oh boy, this is embarrassing.
do not do this, you're gonna get arrested.
I can handle my own.
Oh my god. 2023 women. Oh man, that's great.
I'm never gonna talk to you again. Stop this, I'm never gonna talk to you again. Listen to me right now.
Oh, he's going off right now.
He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything.
He's just a German guy on a train.
He's not. Listen.
Oh, he's disrespecting her. He's just speaking German.
Now.
Okay. All right. We don't need to watch the whole thing. We just needed to see the clip. It's a lot of things. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the Young Turks. Okay, I see. Yeah, don't harass people on the train. Just, you know what? Just don't harass people in general. How about that? Maybe that's a little too much to ask in 2023. And that wasn't a you laugh you lose, Rilip. There was disrespect though. Okay, how about this? If 3 people say disrespect in the chat right now, I will eat another bean. I want to make sure there's people here to see me eat this bean. So everybody type out disrespect in the chat and I will eat another bean. It's that easy. That's all you got to do. Just type it into your chat box. Okay, there's 1. Okay, there's 2. Tasumaga. Tasumaga, say it and I'll eat the bean. Okay, Tasumaga said disrespect. All right. There's at least 3 people actively watching, so I will eat another bean because she said something about getting disrespected from a German guy who's just doing something, and we're gonna eat a rotten egg or buttered popcorn. Oh, it's buttered popcorn. It's actually pretty good. Which indicates to me that all the ones that I've said before that I couldn't tell must have been the rotten eggs, which admittedly weren't that bad. That's 2 beans for the night. I guess I'll update the disrespect counter here. There we go. 1 bean. And Tasumaga says you can't see it here now because they don't show everything, but later she complains they're immigrants and her boyfriend just says, so what? I'm an immigrant too. That's great. No, immigrants are bad now for some reason. Rilip hates the buttered popcorn. Might be one of the worst ones to have to eat. No, I don't mind it. After the barf bean, man, I'll like the barf bean and the rotten fish are the ones you really don't want to eat. Okay, what do we think about Tom here? Clearly this is MySpace Tom. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's just he prefers that they say Tom, and that's what he goes. Like, maybe that's his nickname now. It really doesn't matter. If Rilip goes, if I go to the coffee shop and I say my name's Starshard or Star, and they write it on the cup and they say Star, and I go up there and I get it, you're not going to be like, oh, you're lying. That's just another, that's an alias, I guess. Tasumaga says buttered popcorn. Here you can only get popcorn salted or sweetened. Really? They don't put like butter or anything on the popcorn? Because we have salted butter and we also have sweet butter or sweet popcorn. But butter is sort of the default flavor. Maybe that's why we're all so fat. Yeah, I don't think this guy's an asshole. Like, it's just a weird thing that he does. And his girlfriend is really extrapolating a lot out of that. Ooh, here we go. This is a fresh one. This is from 2 days ago. Am I the asshole for not allowing my daughter wear her late mother's wedding dress and she will not fit into it? Oh no. My late wife was a very small person. When we got married, she was only 115 pounds. She was 16. So her wedding dress size reflects that. She passed away 2 years ago. She was 18. So she cannot attend our daughter's wedding that will be in 2025. She will be 7. Now my daughter wants to wear the dress and I told her it wouldn't be a good idea since she won't be able to squeeze into it. She told me she can just up the size of it and I told her I would think about it. I looked into it and they basically cut the dress up to size it up. I informed her no, she can't wear the dress since they would be cutting it up. This resulted in a huge argument about me gatekeeping my wife's things. I told her no again, she can wear some of her jewelry. She hung up. She clearly thinks I'm a jerk and my sons are now on me to give up the dress. Am I the asshole since it was asked twice? My wife always wanted to go dress shopping with our daughter. She loved her wedding dress and I don't think she'd be okay with it being cut up. Dude, it's a fucking dress. It's designed. It was cut up to make it. This is crazy. You can't resize a dress. That's such a weird thing. Are you saying that it's weird that the guy won't let her resize it, or that resizing a dress is not a thing that exists? Also, the wife is dead. Her feelings don't count. I know, right? Like, yeah, life is for the living, man. We got shit to do. You think they're both weird? But you know, that's a good point. Everybody sucks here a little bit. Also, I am confused why a lot of comments mention my youngest is super skinny like my wife. I never said that. She won't fit into the dress either. Wait, what? More due to the fact she's almost 6 feet. Okay, well, that's... I feel like it would be more work to just resize the dress than to just get a fresh dress. Or you can be like me and Emmykins and not even get a dress and just have a fun small wedding in regular clothes and save a ton of money. But that's just me. That's just a me thing. Whatever. Everybody sucks here. Am I the asshole for telling my Dill that she isn't my kid and she isn't invited to a daughter's lunch? Ooh, boy. I have 2 daughters. When they were younger, my wife and I realized I spent more time with the boys and she spent more time with the girls. As one does. So we made father-daughter dates for me and she does son-mom dates. Don't call them that, please. They're all adults now, but we still do these dates and they are just less often. So my 2 daughters and I are going to have a tea house. Going to have tea house. The youngest picked it and just catch up. Dude, what the fuck are you saying? My 2 daughters and I are going to have tea house. The youngest picked it and just catch up. Oh, okay, just my youngest picked out the tea house and we're just gonna go and catch up, like have a conversation. All right. I was like, what, she's gotta catch up to you now? My oldest son got married to Sue. She's a nice girl and I see her at holidays and other events. I got a call from Sue asking about times for tea. I was confused and asked what she was talking about. She explained the daughter-father date and I am her daughter-in-law. No, that's not. Wait, I am her daughter-in-law. No, that's wrong. I'm her father-in-law. She's your daughter-in-law. I told her this is just a thing between me and my daughter. She repeated that she is my daughter-in-law. Does she speak English? This went on for a few times until I told her she isn't my kid and that she is not invited. She hung up and now I'm getting calls from my oldest, my son, her husband, for being a jerk and not welcoming her into the family. Update. I had a conversation with my son. He's the one that mentioned it. I explained what happened and he told me that is what he heard from Sue after she calmed down. He called me a jerk since she was crying and he thought I flipped out on her. I also talked to Sue and she gave an apology. I apologized for being so harsh. She heard about it from my son and thought it would be a nice way to get closer to my daughters. I explained the tradition and she told me she understood from the first call. She panicked since I told her no. She kept repeating. She told me she was quite embarrassed and asked if she was still invited to Halloween dinner coming up. She is. All right. Also, she did find this thread. Oh shit, she's a Redditor. Delete your accounts, everybody. Get out of here. Scatter. Not the asshole. Nobody, no assholes here. Delete this post. Oh shit, am I the asshole for refusing to let my wife name our kid something stupid? Please, please put the name in here. Me, 25M, and my wife, 23F, are having our first child together. She's currently 9 months pregnant and could give birth anytime in the next couple of weeks. The only major fight we've had throughout her pregnancy happened a couple days ago, and it was about what we're gonna name our kid. It all started when we found out the gender of the baby. We didn't do a gender reveal because we love nature and don't want to start a forest fire, and decided to find out the gender at one of her checkups because we didn't want to spend time making 2 lists of names, then have to get rid of one after. That's smart, actually. So after we found out we were having a boy, we sat down together and made a list. Almost all of the names she suggested were normal, until the one that caused me to write this post. She suggested we name our son Mune. She told me the name was from this movie she watched when she was younger and it always stuck with her. Hold on, I'm gonna... What movie is this? Mune. Mune, Guardian of the Moon. No way, this is real. Hold on, chat. Check this shit out. Mune, Guardian of the Moon. Original title, Mune, Le Gardien de la Luna, which is a French movie, I guess. When an evil magma demon and his minions steal the sun of a magical world, the new guardians of both the sun and the moon must embark on a quest to retrieve it and save their world from disaster as the moon faces destruction as well. Who plays Moon? Mikael Gregorio voices Moon. This is real. This is a real movie. Oh, this is great. Okay. Is Moon just Moon with a French accent? Yes. She told me the name was from this movie she watched when she was younger and that it always stuck with her. I told her the name was a little out there and we would get made fun of for it. Oh, he would get made fun of for it. She claimed he wouldn't. You don't know, lady? I would make fun of him. Check out Moon over here. She claimed it wouldn't, and we started going back and forth trying to decide whether to add the name. Add it to the list. Eventually, she agreed to keep the name off the list. We picked some that we liked, and I thought that was that. Later on in her pregnancy, her mom decided to throw a baby shower as it was her first grandchild, and my wife's pregnancy was almost over, and we hadn't celebrated once. Dude, shouldn't you wait till the baby's out? Like, don't count your chickens before they hatch here. It was fine, but for the most part, until we started to open the gifts. Most of them were normal baby things like diapers and bottles, until we got to her mom's gift. My wife opened the gift bag and pulled out a blue handmade blanket. It seemed normal enough at first, until my wife unfolded it, and lo and behold, there was the name Moon written on the blanket. When I saw it, I was pissed, but didn't want to cause a scene, so I stayed quiet. After that reveal, I had family members come up and ask me about the name and why I hadn't told them. I don't know what to tell them. I didn't know what to tell them, as I didn't have a clue about this either, and just had to embarrassingly tell my family that, which pisses me off even more. Once the event ended and me and my wife went home, I started to question her about the name. She got defensive and told me it was a good name. It is not a good name, lady. And I was overreacting about it. I brought up the earlier point and told her it was a stupid name for a kid, and if she wanted to name something Moon so badly, she could use the name for a dog. She got upset and called her mom to come get her. After she left, she called me and told me she wouldn't be coming back for a while. God damn. Women be crazy. Everyone I've talked to about this has said I'm not the asshole, but now that my wife has been gone and I've been thinking about it, I feel like I could have handled the situation better. Am I the asshole? Boy, that's a thinker, chat. Rilip, I'm not saying you can't pick a name out before the baby's born. I'm just saying you shouldn't have a celebration until the baby's out and done with. But whatever, I don't have kids. I don't get a say in this. Am I the asshole? Man. No? Question mark? Like, it is a stupid name. I was kind of coming in expecting like Albus Severus or Khaleesi or something. But Moon, man, that's... I mean, it's not really a name, is it? It's a name of a character from a cartoon. But it's, I don't know. I wouldn't want a kid named Moon, especially spelled like that. It's like people are going to be like, how's it pronounced? Moone? Mune? He's like, no, it's just Moon, like the moon. No, it's not spelled like moon because, I don't know, my mom saw a cartoon when she was 10 and thought that was the coolest name ever. Rilip wants to know if the moon is a planet or a star. It's a planet, right? Because things live on it. Don't name your kid something weird from a movie, TV show, book, video game, or anything. Don't name your kid Sephiroth. Don't name your kid.
I love that color.
Oh God, here we go.
Such a happy, beautiful, rich.
It almost kind of
experience.
looks like what the Earth looks like when you're a bazillion miles away from the planet
Yes,
Moon.
yes,
Yes.
I just
Planet
squinted
Moon,
at it.
from
and you're
the
right.
moon looking
From
back
the
at the
planet
Earth.
Moon. From the planet
Isn't the
moon.
moon a star?
No, the moon is the
No.
planet, darling.
The sun is a star. Is
Well,
the moon really a planet?
The moon is a planet.
Don't look at me
honey.
like that.
It's
The sun is
it's
a star.
Planet.
Is the sun not a star?
I don't know what the sun
The
is.
sun is
we
a
don't
star,
know what
isn't
the
it?
sun is.
We
The
don't
sun
know
is a
what the sun
star.
is.
The moon is not
The
a planet.
moon
I
is
knew
a
it.
planet.
I knew it. You were
Excuse
trying
me?
to take me
No.
down that road.
Wait,
the moon is not a
excuse me,
planet.
Chunky, if you're listening to
This
me,
is
you have to
Rosebud.
Google the moon.
Someone, I
okay?
can guarantee you someone's Googling right now.
The
Because
moon
I
is
knew
such
it was
a
not
planet.
a planet.
I can't
the
even
moon
stand
is
it.
not
It's a
a planet.
moon.
What else is it if it's not a
It
planet?
is not. I believe it's a star
Stupid
or
argument.
something.
It's
it is not
a moon.
It's a
Didn't you do that thing
moon.
in grade school where you had to name the planets and there was Uranus and there was Saturn and the one with the
Name your
rings
kid
and then the-
Uranus,
and then the
chat.
Earth and with the-
See how well
the
that
moon
goes
is never
over.
in there, dude. It's not a planet. All right, here, look. This is key lime.
I don't know.
I
I don't
feel
know
like
what it is
sometimes,
besides.
though,
What is it?
I am
Baseball or
educated. I
something?
exposed
What is
during
it?
the
Cheese?
show.
It's
Come on,
cheese.
It's a
That this
planet.
blonde of mine could be real.
Okay. it's
The
a
moon is
satellite.
what?
It's a natural satellite.
A natural
moon is a
satellite.
natural
but
satellite.
things live on it.
What's
that
that
means it's a
mean?
planet. I don't
Is that
know.
what Google said?
I don't know what
No,
it
I don't like
says.
that at all. I don't even know what that
Either.
means.
That's why she sells dresses on HVC instead of, you know, doing something smart. Yeah, the poor model in the back. There's always something to catch in that video. Tazumaga says it's forbidden to give children stupid names. Yeah, unfortunately, we live in America where having some kind of limitation on anybody's anything ability to do them is in its of itself forbidden. Rilip wants to know, why did they bring up the moon in the first place? None of those are even remotely moon themed. Because she was talking about the dress looks like what the Earth would look like when you're a bazillion miles away on the planet Moon. Just a swirl of green and blue and white or whatever. Heck says it's only acceptable to name your kid Mune if they're a twin and the other is Masa. Masa and Mune. A reference, of course, to the famous Japanese sword. Or maybe the guy who made it. One of the two. Hey, Hex, how's it going? You've missed 2 beans tonight, unless you've been lurking and I just didn't see you. They were not good. One of them was okay, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna say not the asshole, but man, that sucks to be you, I guess. You got the kid with the stupid name. Am I the asshole for telling my friend with kids that I'm glad the village doesn't exist anymore? Is this another Minecraft themed one? I have a friend, Bella. Oh God, speaking of terrible names, who is late 20s and has a toddler and a baby. She constantly bemoans the fact that the village doesn't exist anymore and people aren't helping her and her partner with their baby the way they used to in past generations, and how selfish it is and how terrible this is society now. She's really bitter her mother won't retire and babysit the kids for free, but her mother is only in her mid-50s and can't afford to retire yet. She constantly complains she can't travel or enjoy her life anymore because she doesn't have a village. Bitch. If it's a village, everybody has to help, including you. What makes you think you get to travel or enjoy life? It's even worse. Guess what? I can't travel or enjoy my life anymore because I'm poor. I don't even have kids. This is ridiculous. After years of this, I told her I'm actually really glad we moved away from that because the village that parents romanticize was was actually the unpaid labor of women, and as a woman who doesn't want a child, I'm glad that I'm no longer considered socially obligated to babysit other people's kids for free, or do household chores for people who choose to have kids in my free time. Especially because these people won't pay it forward to me in any way, and if something happened to me, like getting really sick and needing help, they'd use their kids as a reason they can't help me. I also reminded her that the village depended on women not having jobs, and it's a good thing that women can now sustain themselves and aren't forced into dependency on their fathers or husbands. Man, that was like 0 to 100 on the feminism, but totally based. Yeah, Emmykins is right. You chose to have a kid. You chose to have 2 kids specifically. I think nobody owes you free childcare. The thing that triggered it was that I went overseas recently for a holiday to attend a concert of an artist I really like, and she complained about how she doesn't get to do those things because the village is off doing things like that. Dude. Yeah. Yep. That's right. The village. Complain to your government. Like, quit expecting people to work for free. She said I'm just a really selfish, child-free person who wants mothers to suffer, which is true, but she said I was a bad feminist and a terrible person. Oh, Bella. Bella, Bella, Bella. Why don't you just ask Edward to do some babysitting? Yeah, Rilip is right. Just be glad this idiot's not talking to you anymore. Yeah, no, not the asshole. Nobody, you shouldn't owe people free childcare unless you're like the parent of the child, in which case it's not really called babysitting, it's just called being a parent. Am I the asshole for telling my Dill that she isn't welcome in my house due to her jealousy about me being a housewife? All right, this sounds kind of spicy. I am a housewife now. I was a stay-at-home mom when my kids were young, and now that everyone's out of the house, I am a housewife. What's the difference? It's the same thing. You are a homemaker. The moment I met Beth, she has had a problem with me. The first time I met her and I told her I am a homemaker, she told me that's not a job and it's lazy of me. Okay, so what? I met her 30 minutes before that. I didn't say it was a job, I just said that's what I do. It's like when I say I'm a gamer. I say, hi, I'm Star and I'm a gamer. No one's gonna be like, that's not a job, that's lazy. It's like, yeah, I know, that's why I do it. It comes up all the damn time. They come over for dinner, I mention I'm tired, she'll tell me I don't work, so how am I tired? You know what, that's actually a good point. I've talked to her and my son before. My husband and I have concluded that she is jealous. It's the one thing that makes sense at this point. I have told her if it happens again, I'll ask her to leave, and the comments stopped for a bit. They were over for a dinner party, and I was talking about how I made the pie for tonight. Beth made a comment that of course I had enough time since I don't work. Yeah, she better be making a fucking pie. She doesn't have a job. That's the one thing she can do. I had enough and told her I had enough. Yep, that's how it works. I get that her is jealous of me since she has to work, but she needs to get out, and she's not welcome back. My son and her called me a jerk for kicking them out. Not working doesn't equal lazy. I'm not loafing around the house all day. I get up, do all the chores, take care of all the paperwork, go for gym, take the dogs out, make homemade meals every day, volunteer, and so on. Lazy would be chilling in front of the TV all day. Not having the home spotless and having my husband have no worries about anything that isn't working related. She's single? All right, no, not the asshole. That seems pretty reasonable. Your house, your rules. Emikin says Twilight Bella doesn't need Edward to watch the kid. Jacob is more than happy to. Oh, that's fucked up. Emmykins, that's great. Let's look at this next one. Tasumaga says, that reminds me of my girlfriend. Because I work from home, she thinks I could clean here all the time. But no, I work. Yeah. It's like, but you're home. Yeah, I'm working at home. Am I the asshole for telling my sister to change her dress, wear underwear, or she's not welcome to my wedding? All right, let's go. Are there pictures? Yes, there are pictures, chat. We will look at the picture later. I am 26F. My sister is 2 years older than me. You could just say 28, man. My sister's 30M. We were raised in a liberal home where we were allowed to wear anything or nothing at home. Okay, that, you know, I don't want to say that's like weird, but that's kind of weird, man. My sister's always dressed very skimpily, and I didn't mind because I was used to it at home. But this time I am feeling a type of way because IME wedding will be in February 2024, and my sister, who is also one of the bridesmaids, has shown me what she intends to wear. I was shocked, to say the least. The dress shows clearly that she's not wearing a bra or panties because it has a slit up to her waist, and her back and chest are barely covered. I'm uncomfortable with her being around other people, especially my fiance and his family, looking like that. My parents see nothing wrong with her outfit. I told her if she doesn't find a different, more decent dress, she's no longer one of the bridesmaids and she's not invited to my wedding. Aren't you supposed to pick what the bridesmaids wear? Isn't that part of the wedding thing? She feels that I'm being unfair since I have no right to control what other people wear. Yes, you do. It's your wedding. And I also let all bridesmaids choose whatever design they wanted as long as they stuck to the colors I gave. Okay. Her chosen color sticks to the color scheme, and that's okay, but the design makes me feel it's not appropriate. I don't want my sister flashing my guests. That's not her, man. You're not responsible. But she called me an asshole when I disinvited her. Now she and my parents are not talking to me. My fiance said he has no opinion on it and would go with what I decided. Am I the asshole linked to show a similar dress? All right, we gotta see the dress, man. Oh, what's wrong with it? The Beyonce dress? I see no problems here. Let's take a look here. Beyonce channels inner Barbie as she dons racy bubblegum pink thigh slit dress. No, I don't see a problem. Emmykins, can we get a lady's thoughts on this? Anybody with ladies nearby, or if you're a lady yourself, feel free to weigh in on this. I think this is like fun. I don't know what the theme of the wedding is, if it's Barbie or bubblegum or pink or whatever. I would say that's probably fine. But that's me. I'm a guy. I have to wear a fucking suit or a tux or whatever. I don't get to decide what I wear. But it is her wedding, so she gets final say on what the bridesmaids are wearing. Maybe should have been a little more, I don't know, uniform with what the weddings wear. Philip says, I don't think it's very appropriate for a wedding, but not worth causing drama over. Yeah, like she wants to dress like that. She'll show up, everyone will see her, be like, oh man, that's not appropriate to wear to a wedding. How embarrassing. And then go on with the rest of the ceremony. It's not like she's making the bride wear it. Am I the asshole for being the reason why the family vacation has to be canceled? I have COVID. I'm really sorry about my bad spelling. I am not a native speaker and actually struggle with grammar in every language. I tried to correct it. Guys, if you can't... All right, well, we can follow it. I'm saying you shouldn't make apologies for that. Just own it, you know? To make it short, I'm married for money. My husband's with me for appearances. We are happy with our arrangement. Okay, well, this is not interesting enough. Pretty sure this person is French. Am I the asshole for being the raison why the family vacation has to be cancelled? Am I the asshole because I told my parents to choose between living in my garage or a nursing home? Damn, that's cold, especially in the winter. I don't drive and live in my forever house with my dogs. My kids are grown up and I'm a widow. I converted my garage into a legal guest house with everything a person needs from when the kids visit. Independent washroom, kitchen, everything. That's what I want to do with my garage when we build it. My parents have recently asked me if they can move in with me. I agreed and talked to my kids to let them know that if they come for a visit, the garage was taken, so they would have to stay in the house. My parents showed up on the appointed day and the kids showed up with their families to help get them moved in, and they actually had already arranged a hotel for one family so we would not be crowded. My parents were confused as to why we were moving their stuff into the garage. I told them that was where they were staying. They said they thought they could move into my house since I have 5 bedrooms. I explained I actually have 2 bedrooms since one room is my office where I see clients, one is my private office, and one is my hobby room. The spare bedroom is mostly for my mutts. They said they wanted to live in the house, not out in the garage like Fonzie. Oh, what's wrong with that? I said it was a take it or leave it situation. If they didn't want the garage, they could move into a nursing home or something. They are upset that they are living rent-free in a private guest house that is fully up the code. Yeah, they're not living in a literal garage like Fonzie. They're living in a guest house that also happens to have a garage. Dude, I wish I could live rent-free. Kids are based, boomers are booming, not the asshole. No, absolutely. I would never let my parents move into my house. I think the closest thing we'll have is I want to move my brother-in-law into the garage. Am I the asshole for laughing at my sister-in-law and telling her I have 0 desire to raise her child? It's another one of these. Dude, we have not got a single asshole this month. What the heck's going on? I 44F am married to my hubby, Jimmy. Asshole. Asshole for using the word hubby. Am I the asshole for not letting my mother-in-law and father-in-law help me with the baby after... Here, let's find an asshole here. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my vegan sister she can't serve only vegan food at our family reunion? Let's fucking go. Yeah, I wouldn't let my parents move into my non-existent garage. We're gonna build a garage. I told you guys that. That's one of the big projects we're planning on doing. And I would like it to be fully livable. All right. Hey y'all, I'm genuinely torn about this and need some clarity. Every year, our family has a reunion where different members host. This year, it's my younger sister's turn. She's been vegan for about 3 years and is quite passionate about it. We all respect her choices and make sure there are a good variety of vegan options whenever we have family gatherings. When she announced she'll be hosting, she also said the entire menu would be vegan to align with her beliefs and that it's a chance for family to try something different. Some family members were excited, but others, including many of the older folks, were pretty upset and felt like they were being forced into her lifestyle. It's just fucking food, man. It's not a lifestyle, even if just for one meal. I spoke to her privately and asked if she'd be open to including a few non-vegan dishes for those who aren't keen on a full vegan menu. She got quite defensive, saying this was her chance to showcase veganism and that for one meal, everyone can give it a go. Have these people never had a meal that didn't have meat? Even I've done that. Rilip says if you build a garage with a shower on the main floor, maybe you can get the mortgage on the garage to pay off the house. Hey, maybe. I respect her beliefs, but I also think that forcing an entire family to it's a fucking food, dude. Even if just for one meal isn't fair. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, you're the asshole. I mean, you're not the asshole because, I mean, you're just asking the question. But you shouldn't, it's just what they want to serve. If you go to someone and they're like, here, I made some salad. You're not going to be like, why are you cramming your beliefs down my throat? It's like, no, it's just salad, man. It's just food. Vegan's fine as long as it's not tofu. Yeah, tofu's hit or miss for me. I don't mind it if it's cooked. But usually it just, you know what? I'll eat tofu. I don't care. I'll eat anything as long as it's not bell peppers or... Yeah, pretty much just no bell peppers. That's pretty much my only line. I don't like celery, but I'll at least eat it. All right, that was a good one. We need some assholes in our lives. Am I the asshole for telling my friend it's her fault for getting married and having kids late because the world won't wait on her now? Dude, oh, that's the harsh truth right there. I, 39F, have a 6-person girl group since college that includes Mary, 38F. We've been close throughout the years and have been at milestone events for each other. Mary just had a baby and is completely fitting the crazy new mother stereotype. In college, Mary's always been someone who had to make it known that she was unique, different from the rest of us. She's not like other girls, which wasn't as draining then as it has become now. For starters, all other women in our circle got married between the ages of 22 and 27, and we all have multiple kids. So the 5 of us were able to experience those milestones alongside one another and got closer as we shared similar lifestyles. Mary was very adamant on not settling until her 30s because she wanted to travel and have different experiences, which we all supported. Regardless, she would continue to make comments about how she's so lucky, unlike us, because we're tied down with husbands and babies. I think this is where she grew resentment toward us because we were in different places in life, and she was upset we couldn't have our group be similar to how it was in college. Then in our mid-30s, it became a whole saga of she's getting older and can't find a husband because all the good men are married or divorced with kids. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. You gotta get locked in early and just kind of ride it out. When she finally got married, Minnie could not attend because it was a destination event and child-free during COVID. Yeah, Tasumaga says, that reminds me of my father-in-law. He called my girlfriend in a panic because the menu at the hospital said the pasta with tomato sauce was vegan. Pasta with tomato sauce. Of course they're vegan. Well, it could have butter on it. And it's not out of date, Tasumaga. It's not that far back. Yeah, what the like, they're just letting you know that it is considered vegan, but it's just pasta. Like, if it doesn't have cheese on it or doesn't have butter on it, it's vegan. Unless they put something weird in the tomato sauce. Or if you want to count the bugs that go into, you know, the harvesting of the grain. But yeah, vegans don't really seem to get down to that granular of a level. Or the habitats that we displace to grow our food. Mary just gave birth to her first child, yada yada yada. I think she, another one with the village? She's essentially demanded in our group chat that we come for the holidays to help her out because she's having a hard time adjusting to mom life. Yeah, guess what? There's no village. You're on your own. Get used to it. Don't have kids. Am I the... Oh, wait, hold on. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter's boyfriend to stop groping her? Wait a minute. I, 44F, have a 20F daughter, Alexandra. Great name, by the way. She has a boyfriend, Marcus, 21M. That's an okay name, too. When she first introduced us, I was happy and thought he was really nice and good for her. Today, my husband and I had my parents and my sister come over to our house. Alexandra was also there and invited Marcus over as well, which I was fine with. After Alexandra was done introducing Marcus to her grandparents and aunt, I noticed that Marcus seemed excessively showing my daughter affection, such as long, drawn-out kissing, hugging for long periods, and letting her lay sprawled out on him on the couch. All right, so just basic PDA stuff. It made me feel uncomfortable for some reason, but I let it slide until I noticed Marcus was groping my daughter's ass while they kissed on one of the living room couches. I snapped by yelling. I got out the yardstick and said that they had to make room for Jesus. Making them break away from each other, and said that Marcus needed to stop groping my daughter because it made me feel uncomfortable and it was disgusting to do in front of other people. There was silence until my daughter stood up and told me that she was leaving in a quiet tone. I tried to stop her, but she left anyways with Marcus. Alexandra later texted me that I was an asshole and a prude for embarrassing her and Marcus like that. I showed the text to my husband, and he said that while I was right, I could have been nicer about it. Rilip says, telling adults how to behave to the chair, Your Honor. Well, it is presumably the mom's house. So your house, your rules. If you say, hey guys, can you like cut the PDA out? We have like people over. Everyone sucks. Oh, this isn't everyone sucks. Yeah. I'm kind of in agreement. Like, you shouldn't be just making out on the couch while your grandma's over or whatever. But you also shouldn't be like weird about it. Like, if you have a 20-year-old daughter and she has a boyfriend, it's 2023, man. Make room for Jesus. Yeah. Rilip, is that how they used to handle things back when you were in school? They'd have the chaperones going around with the yardstick or ruler, I guess. Good times. Going to the sock hops. Girls wearing poodle skirts. Am I the asshole for telling my son he's not coming on vacation because he didn't check his emails? Oof. Oof. But considered an asshole. Interesting. I'm planning a family Thanksgiving vacation and a really good deal came up to go to the Cook Islands. I emailed my son, 20-year-old Ollie, on Friday and called Sunday to see if he wanted to go. He's in college. I'm not wasting money on a ticket if he didn't want to go. I needed to know by today because I have to get visas for my 16, 11, and 8-year-old sons. Well, he didn't, so I bought the package. Just now he texted me saying he wanted to go. I said too late. Already bought the tickets. Next time, check your email or answer your fucking phone. What? He said he didn't what? He didn't answer? He didn't call anyone? He said most people communicate on text. I said, well, most people don't get to go to the Cook Islands. His mom / my ex is trying to tell me that he's Gen Z and their text is their primary communication format. Had I texted him, he would have responded. Who doesn't answer the phone from like a family member? If my family calls me, I tend to answer unless I'm streaming or in bed. Rilip says I hated her until she called me a carpetbagger. Then I really hated her. Emikin says, should have said she has a troll like in Clerks 2. The crotch goblin. What did they actually call it in that? The pussy troll? It's been so long since... Oh, pillow pants. What is the name of the mouth troll? Lister Fiend. Oh boy. Yeah, I've seen Clerks 2 approximately 1 time and Clerks 3 also 1 time. I think I've seen Clerks for original 1 like 2 or 3 times. All right. You're the asshole. You emailed him on a Friday. You called but didn't leave a message. You arrogantly complained that a missed call from you is more important than a message. What a load of horse shit. I mean, I don't know, man. I check my email every day. But I've had email since I was like 13. All right, I think that's enough Am I the Asshole for tonight. Let's check out some McMansions, huh, chat? Before and after Kim Kardashian's renovations. Let's see here. Does it get better? Does it get worse? Oh no, it's minimalist. Can we make this bigger? Kind of. What room are we in here? I guess so. We're looking at a side-on angle, and now we're looking this way, presumably. I don't know. Man, that is... How long did he wait? Sounds like he waited over the weekend. I think he asked on a Friday and then needed to know by Sunday. All right, let's check the next one here. Oh, this one's not too bad. I like this one. That's a big ass TV too. This looks like they... I can't... Is this the same room even? They're at different angles, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't mind this one. I like this. This is like a very clean style for a living room. You know, they're not facing the same direction, Rilip. I think it's the same room, but from a different angle. Oh, it looks like one of the hallways from Elden Ring. The second one, not the first one. This is like the one where you have to chase the boss through the like infinite hallway. Whoever made these befores and afters did not understand the assignment. Listen. All right, they were lucky enough to get into the Kim Kardashian house. Just let them have this. Okay, this one's from the same angle at least. I do like the windows without the panes. And I like the cleaner look personally. Kitchen island looks like they condensed it down into one big island instead of 2 or even 3. Holy shit. I don't mind this one. This one, like, it's hit or miss. Like, this looks good. I think this looks a little bit better. Maybe I wouldn't go with this color scheme, but I do like how sleek everything is. I'm sure Emmykins would prefer the top one though. All right, that's it. Everything is so aggressively neutral. It looks like it's designed to make people uncomfortable in a vague and undefined way. It's like a psychological experiment. And yeah, they got rid of the exposed beams. They just fully covered up the no, what did they... Don't know what they did, something, but yeah, you can't see the beams anymore. All right. Oh wait, that's the dress from before. Let's close these out. Back to McMansion hell, everybody. Let's see. I gotta start open these up in tabs. Tyler Perry's estate. All right, this is a good one, but we're gonna take a look because I want to see Tyler Perry's estate. Wow, what the heck? Dude's living like a 18th century king? Holy, where is this? This is amazing. It's like a mini Versailles. That's Buckingham Palace. Yeah, I know, right? That's beautiful. Looks like he has an underground entrance too. Like the whole thing is built up like Disney World. That is awesome. Is this an infinity pool? That's pretty sweet. The pool is almost the same size as the house. Yeah, see? And you know what? I don't have a problem with Tyler Perry having this kind of money, because Tyler Perry has actually like made shit and done work. He's not, I mean, as far as I know, I guess he could have been born into a wealthy family. All right, let's do a certified McMansion here. And now the complete opposite. Oh no. It's like it's in a swamp or something. Who does the landscaping? Come on. You can afford all this land, but you can't afford to take care of the actual land itself. All right, let's take, well, I guess let's look at the bird's eye view. It doesn't look too bad, the house itself. Yeah, this is like, this isn't even supposed to look good. I think it's just like it's required. If you have this much land, you also have to have wetland or something. This is probably in Florida or Louisiana or one of those places. Yeah, they got palm trees, so somewhere down there. All right. The grand staircase is a little weird. The fact that there's an extra little stair at the top is unusual. Dining room, yeah, that's fine. Not sure what's going on here. Why are there 5 TVs? How many TVs can you watch at a time? Interesting. Too many wings, Rilip says. Heck says, should I know who Tyler Perry is? He's a movie maker person. He makes the Medea movies. He makes like comedies. He's just a guy. And that's exactly, you don't know who he is because he doesn't really, I mean, unless you watch his movies or you're familiar with the movies he makes. This isn't too bad. Okay, what the fuck? Built-in barbershop / beauty parlor? That's kind of cool. Little weird. This is the this is my office. This is where the magic happens. Is that like an in-ground bathtub? What the fuck? I think that's an in-ground bathtub. I have never... Yep, there it is. So the bed is raised up. You go down the stairs, you could go right into the bathtub, which... Don't splash or it's going on the carpet, chat. It has 4... Wait, those are not aquariums. These are TVs, I believe. I didn't see any aquariums. Here we go. This is the gift shop. If you come visit the house, you got to stop by the gift shop on your way out. Very cool, very cool. And here's the other gift shop. The rest of the gift shop, I should say. I think this is a closet. Holy crap, that's a lot of shoes. And here's the other room, I guess. I don't know what's going on with these raised up beds. It's kind of a cool... I wish I had this for gaming. Although, since I am on the PC most of the time, it wouldn't really do much. 4 aquariums would look better, but probably, yeah, would be kind of fun to maintain. Willip would break his ankle trying to get in the damn tub. I thought the exterior was bad. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Let's take a look here. I don't have a problem with the exterior. I mean, I don't know why it's black. Wait a minute. I mean, it's kind of big. Oh, there's like exposed, there's like exposed ductwork. What the heck? Ah, yes, the Shadow Wizard Money Gang bathroom. We love casting spells. Very cool, very cool. It's like a Sims house. What? This is the shower. Oh, well, hey, you know what? At least they have a shower on the main floor, all right? I can't talk. Making memories, baby. Making memories, baby. The flamingo. Why is there a flamingo? Why is there a gold tile around the fireplace? Why is there a picture of babies? More pictures of babies. I don't want those looking at me when I'm on the toilet. Get those out of here. Kitchen. Oh, hey, look, they got one of the Rilip things. Rilip, they have your... I bet they didn't take 8 hours to install it, though. And that's it. That's all that they gave us. I would live here before I'd live in any of the glossy beige marble monstrosities posted here every day. At least they're trying something. Yeah, the only thing... I mean, I guess the exposed ductwork isn't that big of a deal. It's just a little weird. And this big gap up here would have me concerned. All right, what's up next? My inner 9-year-old would have thought this was the shit. Well, let's see how shit it is. Yep, that's the house from Blank Check, all right. I have zero qualms with this house. Other than... I don't know, I don't really like sinks. I'm weird about bathroom sinks. Oh, they got a shower and a bathtub? And a separate toilet, so you don't have to... So more than one person? I mean, probably still want to limit the number. Okay, the fountain in the entryway is a little weird. That's... Yeah, I would not want to have a fountain inside my house unless it was in like a courtyard section of the house. This is a little bit too... A little too much. Very... Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wait a minute. I was not informed that there was an entire water park in the backyard. I'll take the house just for that. Are you crazy? Dude, what? Okay, that's the actual house, because I think that's where the fountain is. No, go back to the... Show me more of the water park, man. How many slides does it have? What's going on here? Is the water like coming off of something? That's pretty cool. I thought you all would enjoy this bad boy. Well, let's see. Will I enjoy this bad boy? A little angular. There's some hobbit hole windows in there. Some kind of leak appears to be happening. Yeah, a lot of angles going on in this house. Not sure how I feel about those angles. Kitchen looks nice. I like the little counter with the stools. Rilip says that pool looks like so much damn work, you gotta have some money to keep this. Well, obviously, if you're living in a mansion, you have to have money. Come on now. We know this. It's not like they just give you the house. Like, I mean, maybe they do if you win it in a contest. Yeah, this isn't really my style. I do really like the staircase, actually. Like, most of it's fine. It's just, like I said, it's too angular. It feels like there's a lot of wasted space. Also, yeah, not really feeling the doorway directly adjacent to the staircase like that. That seems a little unsafe. That's you take one wrong step and there goes your ankle. This house is so people can pretend to be rich. All right, tell me more. I mean, it's just a house. Like, how are you pretending to be rich? If you own a house, you're already rich, man. You just don't realize it yet. I mean, there's nothing really inherently wrong with this, from what I can tell. It's a little... Like, is it shoddily made? They got a shower with a toilet. That's pretty cool. They kind of have a kitchen island thing going on, and I'm not sure. Gotta walk all the way around, or if there's a thing in the back. Rilip says our house right next is... The house right next to it is exactly the same. I thought it was a duplex. Oh, yeah. It's like a subdivision, it looks like. Just every house has kind of the same. Yeah, there's one over here with the same kind of windows. It's probably just a bunch of the same houses. This is very much McMansion energy. McMansion suburb type thing, but either way, still pretty expensive. This whole neighborhood is a McMansion hellhole. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, can they not? Why is it so hard for Reddit to just give me the images in a coherent gallery? I gotta look at these tiny ass pictures and then open them individually. Just, yep, that's how you throw out a mattress, right? Just throw it out by the curb. Someone will get it eventually. Is that actually what you do with old mattresses? I have one I gotta get rid of. Somebody tell me. Regular, that's a pretty normal looking house. That's the same house. Holy cow, this is a big one, chat. That's a big honkin' McMansion. This might be multiple houses, actually. A lot of cars, but that could just be a guy who owns really normal 90s cars. Here we go. What is this guy? I mean, not terrible. Take them to the recycling/trash center yourself. You call pickup services if you have large objects to throw away. Is that a thing? You can, in fact, have the city come pick it up if you call and you just leave it out there. All right. Well, now I know what to do. Just throw it out on the curb. Rilip said so. Oh, check it out. They got a Humvee, chat. Wait a minute. Where do we? Is this Virginia? I can't tell what state that is. I think it says Virginia, but I could definitely be wrong. Yeah, they just straight up have a non-up armored Humvee. That's kind of silly. It's not even the Hummer. Fair enough. All right, let's take a look. This is brick. Not too bad. At least the windows line up, which is a thing that happened. Okay, there's too many freaking tabs open now. I gotta close some of these. There we go. Are there more? We're just gonna skim them now. I don't need to look at every single house. All right, yeah, that's good. All right, take me back. I genuinely thought this was a store at first glance. Okay. What does this say? Villa de la Creme. Villa de la Creme, okay. From Realtor.com. What is it? It's like a farm. Holy cow, what is going on inside? That's a bit much, don't you think? And the 4-post bed, except it has like pleated fabric, not pleated, whatever when they put the little rivets in there. Where are you gonna sell the house to in the middle of a soybean field? It's a farmhouse, Rilip. You sell it to the farmer. Duh. Obviously, the guy who's working the fields, he wants to live in an imitation Villa de la Creme or whatever. I don't know. What's black and white and dread all over? Let's see what it is. You have no idea. Was it purposefully designed to look ugly? Like what's going on here? Overlapping roof lines, the wrong window type, a column for no reason. Versace. Just a little sneak peek of what lays ahead. Wait for it. Okay, I'm waiting for it. Brace yourselves. Kapow! It's a nice looking kitchen except for the colors. Ow. A boot. Dem apples. It's just, I mean, it's just a kitchen, man. I don't know what to tell you. Nicer than my kitchen. Okay, can we get out of the kitchen, please? Let's go look at some other parts so we can make fun of it. This is just walls now. I think the exterior is the worst part. I really have no issue with the interior. A bespoke residence. Bespoke. Looks okay. Yep, it's a house. What's... Can we get to the part where it's bad, please? Oh, that's cool. What is it just doing out there in the middle of nowhere? You got a half court. Oh, chat, we gotta get rid of this idea of having the basin of the sink coming off of the counter. This is a terrible, terrible design. Why would you have half a basketball court? So you can just play a little one-on-one. It's good for practicing. You don't need a whole court. That's it. I've seen that. That's pretty normal in most places to just have a half court. Is that a picture of Bill Clinton? Is that the guy who like crashed the Game Awards? This is that's his house right here. We're in it. Got a picture of Bill Clinton. Rilip says, read the caption. A picture of, oh, there it is. A picture of our former president by the tub. I didn't know they could have captions. Lawyer foyer with an 8 kajillion gallon fish tank. Lawyer foyer. Is that what they call those? That's kind of cool. Here we have more columns for no reason. And then just a actually pretty nice living room. Although I feel like you're really far away from the screen. Considering I sit at a computer desk and I'm like 1.5 feet away from the screen at all times. Fake fruit, I hope. An ironing desk? What the heck? Patio looks pretty normal. Oh, okay, that's it. Kitchen is a definite U. Take another look at the kitchen. Oh, wait. Did I skip it? This is just like a little dining room. I didn't see the kitchen. There's no kitchen. The dining room was straight out of a 1950s diner. Looks a little avant-garde for 1950s diner, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm all right. I don't like those sinks that come off the top of the thing. This looks like a crab. Discuss. Yes, it looks like a crab, but it also looks awesome. I would live in that house, no problem. When WFH is taken too seriously, when work from home is taken too seriously, it's what is this? It's like an office building, but also a home. Oh, the interior looks nice. What? Oh, it's like that house with like 16 people living in it. We got 16 people living in a brownstone in Brooklyn. Yeah, this is Harry Potter's room. It's in the cupboard under the stairs. We got a guy living on the space between the closet and the ceiling. Great. Oh, hey, they have a indoor basketball court, you know, so on breaks you can blow off a little steam with your coworkers that you work with and also live with. Yeah, that's very silly. McMansion Polygamy Edition. Yes, let's go. Polygamy for the win. That means multiple angles, right? Oh, no, wait. Polygamy is something different, chat. Okay. So this is... Oh, we're in Mormon country. I get it. Now it's all coming together. Different rooms for all the different wives. A little play area for the, like, 75 kids. They also appear to have another half-court basketball court. Interior looks good. Ooh, look, that's like an industrial stove right there. I mean, you're cooking for 30, so... Wait, what does that say? Hand wash station. All employees, all wives must hand wash before returning to work. Wow, holy crap. Industrial size stuff here. How many people live here? This is crazy. I'm gonna read the article. This is for the less, like the lower ranked wife. She has to use this bathroom. Yeah, why does it look like a prison? Well, you answered your own question, Rilip. All right, let's take a look at the comments. What do the comments have to say? We're going to new Reddit. Take me back. Take me back to old Reddit, please. 1,019 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, 11,235 square feet. This single family residence is located in the FLDS community of Hilldale. FLDS, for those of you who don't know, means Fundamentalist Latter-day Saints. So basically the crazy Mormons, even crazier. There is a dual state community where FLDS members can move between states in Hilldale, Utah, or Colorado City, Arizona for legal reasons. Polygamy is still practiced, with one legal marriage and all other marriages not being recognized by the state. Thus, the other wives can claim single mother with children for tax benefits. In the past, many homes of similar sizes were often left unfinished, usually with no siding, to avoid paying property taxes as the house was unfinished. I'm not sure if that has changed. Many other homes look similar in this community, like giant, private, cheap hotels. In my opinion, there may be no other house in the country this cheap for the number of bedrooms / bathrooms / square feet unless it's condemned. That is crazy. 19 bedrooms. That's not a single family home. It's an apartment building. Well, listen, he's got 4 wives. They each have several kids. I mean, how else are you going to handle it? Oh, also, we appear to have run out of music. Let me restart it up here. We're almost done. The Sopranos residence? Is this from the actual movie? McMansion or McMansion? I mean, they used it to film The Sopranos. I'm gonna assume it's actually like reasonably nice. Looks good to me. Hey, there he is, the man himself, Mr. Tony Soprano. McRow House. Here we go. Take a look at this. Oh my. Which house is yours? The one that screams douchebag. Got it. Look for the McJeep. You wouldn't get it. It's a Jeep thing. Oh, he's got a Hummer too. Oh, it's like Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa house. Wait, how much of this is a house? Because wait a minute, go back. Is this all one house, do you think? Or is it just, are they connected houses maybe? This is weird. I want to see more of the exterior. The interior looks fine. Most of the interiors of these usually look fine. Except he's got, oh god, he's got like the worst taste in art on the walls. Marilyn Monroe, the Monopoly man with a bunch of things that say cash. He's got to be a Wall Street bet guy. Incredible. Shower's nice. I like the shower. Got a bathroom. Bathrooms are nice. Coffee bar. Oh no. It's like that level in Unpacking. You guys know the one. Those are what we would call townhouses, and there's the guy on the end who just went all in. So these are separate houses, but then he, like, went a little overboard with his particular house. Hold on, let's see if we can get a look on Zillow here. Can we... No, I'm not gonna log in to fucking Zillow. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Never mind. It's too much work to try to look at everything. All right, let's look at one more here. So curious what everyone's thoughts are on this one. Oh. It's like American Gothic for the 21st century. It looks like a barren wasteland. What is this? Awful. Why? X says he accidentally scaled the house up by 50% and didn't want to admit the mistake. He went into Blender and adjusted the scale, and then everything was just a little bit too big, but it was too late to change it. Yeah, there's really not much to say, just seeing the exterior there. But hey, everybody. That was a fun time You guys know I love these Reddit court streams. Love getting some disrespects. We're bringing it back. People are going to start using it again, hopefully. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thank you Tasumaga for sharing that video with us. Rilla, Hex, Emikins, anybody else who's lurking. You guys are making it happen. You're making it all work. So I'm gonna get ready for bed now. I know it's only 8 o'clock, but Emikins is sick. And oh wait, she left. What? How is she sick but she's leaving? All right. Well, we'll be back next month with more Reddit Court. Tomorrow, however, I have to start playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic by popular request. So if you like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, I will be playing that tomorrow on the stream. We're gonna have to play through the entire game until I beat it. So show up for that and enjoy. KOTOR is risky. It'll make you want to play KOTOR 2. I don't know that that'll work. All right, everybody. Then I'll want to consider. I will not play SWTOR. Don't worry. I don't think it's gonna suck me in. I am very non Star Wars. I'm like Star Wars phobic. It's just that we do not mix. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. I don't hate everything, Rilla. I like streaming. No, that's not entirely true. It sucks sometimes. All right. Good night, everybody.